Timothy Bradley offered heartfelt words about Terence Crawford's influence. He explained that young fighters often struggle with doubt, especially when critics undermine their progress. Crawford, however, showed what perseverance and determination could achieve. Despite the skepticism that surrounded him early in his career, Crawford kept proving doubters wrong with his performances in the ring. Bradley emphasized how Crawford became a source of inspiration for the next generation by achieving what many believed was impossible, becoming a multiple-time undisputed champion in different divisions. For Bradley, Crawford represents more than victories. He represents belief, courage, and proof that hard work can overcome any criticism. Young fighters now look to Crawford not just as a champion, but as a role model who embodies the spirit of never giving up.
And the man that you have become, you're a true inspiration to the youth, man. Anybody that's troubled, any troubled kid out there, man, they can look at you and say, hey, man, I got a fighting chance to get myself out the situation. All I got to do is make that choice. That's what you did, Crawford. You made that choice, man. You made that choice to change, bruh. You know, you saw going down, man, years ago, man, in 2008, man, when that bullet came through that window, you knew you had to do something or you'll end up 6 feet under, bruh. You know? So that courage that you had, man, and that will that you had and that mindset of change, man, and the gym, you know, grooming you and turning you into a man, because that's what boxing does. See, people don't understand, man, that boxing is more than just throwing punches. You know, boxing teaches you discipline. You know, it teaches you love for people, love for others, man. You know, working together. You know, you're there constantly every single day, man. You know, spending time there perfecting a craft, man. Perfecting yourself, understanding yourself, learning more about yourself each and every single day. You push it inside the gym. You know, boxing is more than just throwing punches, man. You know,